Okay, I'm washing my brush now. Again, I'm going to use this one to do a floral work and with these basic strokes. This is a beginner level, and for detailed beginner level course, you can contact me for one-on-one teaching workshops via Zoom. That will be 2 hours session. Each session will be 2 hours. 2 hours for basic level, 2 hours for intermediate level, and 2 hours for advanced level. In basic level, you will get to learn detailed basic level strokes, a lot of strokes, and with the help of those strokes we can create beautiful floral work. And in intermediate level, you will get to know some wiggle strokes, using that a lot of roses and all kind of flowers. And in advanced level session, you will get to know how to create realistic feel to our petals, like half folded feel to our petals, everything. So okay, with these strokes, let's see how to create a floral work. Okay, I'm gonna use my white pencil to get the idea of the center portion of our flower. Okay, this one. Like I told you, load 2/3 with one color, 1/3 with another color. Just go back and forth. To load your brush well. Okay, now I'm gonna create a flower using this stroke. Like I told you, just mark like a V and a mark above that. Use pinky as a support and connect all the 3 lines, 3 marks. Load your brush often to get clean stroke. So one more time on top of that, connect all the 3 points which we marked before, and one more time the same way, and you can turn your paper for your comfortness. And again mark it like a V and a mark above that. Connect all the 3 marks. Practice these basic strokes. One more time. I'm touching a bit of water as I feel my brush is dry. Some people use retarder, but I never tried that. I simply use water, very little amount of water. So again, mark it like a V and a mark above that. Connect all the 3. The next petal, mark it like a V and a mark above that. Connect all the 3. Now again, mark it like a V and a mark above that. Connect all the 3. I touch a bit of water. Okay, one more time. Now the next one. over here, mark it like a V and a mark above that, connect all the three, so one more time on top of that. Okay, you can leave this one as it is. If you wish, you can add few more petals over that, like adding a petal in between these two one. I will show you. While doing this, if you have any doubts, you can comment below. I'll try to respond you. So mark the same way, mark it like a V in between the two petals in our previous layer and a mark in center, connect all the three. It's like this way. And a petal between two petals in our previous layer. The same way, mark it like a V and connect a mark in center and connect all the three. And one more here, just like this, mark it like a V and a mark in center, connect all the three. I'm rotating my paper for my comfortness. Okay, again, three marks, excuse me, connect all the three. More time. The size of this petal will vary, depends on the size of the brush you use. If you use a broader one like 3 by 4 inch, you will get a bigger petals. If you use this size, you will get medium size, and if you use smaller one, you will get a smaller petal. I'll show you, Swatika, I'll show you how to finish the center portion in very easy way. Okay, the same way, connect all the three. And the last petal, same way, we created it. Okay, now come to the center portion. For the center portion, use burnt umber, I mean any brown shade you have, and yellow ochre. If you don't have yellow ochre, you can use any yellow shade. And the brand I'm using now is from Reeves Artist Quality. I prefer artist quality. If you use student quality, you might not get this much opaque. They will be very transparent. Okay, these are the colors I'm gonna use to fill the center portion. It's burnt umber and yellow ochre. If you don't have burnt umber, you can use burnt sienna, and if you don't have yellow ochre, you can use any yellow shade. Okay, I'm going to load it. Okay, take a little amount of, very little amount of yellow ochre and very little amount of, see the plastic thing, it dries so it becomes like a kind of plastic. Okay, and the burnt umber, very little touch of burnt umber is enough. And the brush I'm gonna use is a small size flat brush. It is a quarter size. If you don't have this one, you can use any brush you have. Wash your brush and remove the excess water the way I told you, by dabbing it on a paper towel. So here I'm gonna load one tip with burnt umber, okay, 1/2 of the brush with burnt umber and another half with yellow ochre. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm simply dabbing it. Just go up and down and dab it. One more time, load it. And again. Jyoti, thank you so much. Dab it. Okay, now what we gonna do inside this flower means we simply gonna dab it like a down open curve and again load it like an up open curve. So this is how we gonna fill the center portion. So I'm loading it, dab it on your palette. So now here I'm going to do the same pattern I just shown you, like a down open curve. Start from here. You don't need to cover the whole space. In between, if the petals see through, just let it be. That way it will look good. So loading it again. And now like an up open curve. So start from here and do it. This will give you a kind of 3D feel. Okay, like a down open curve and an up open curve. Now touch a bit of white on the side of yellow ochre. Very little touch. Okay. Okay, with that tip, like a C, okay? Like a C, just dab it like a C, that's it. Not a whole circle, simply like a C. So starting from here, giving minimum pressure. If you give maximum pressure, it will give like a kind of flat stroke. To get a texture, just give minimum pressure. Like a C mark. Yes, here it is. Swatika, thank you dear. So this is how, this is very simple to create the center portion. And now I'm gonna show you how to do a flower using this petal, daisy stroke. With this daisy stroke, you can create a lot of flowers. All you need is practice over the warm-up strokes. So now I'm gonna, I'm washing my brush. I'm going to use the round brush again to do this daisy stroke. And you can check my YouTube channel, Lax Art, to know a lot of videos which are uploaded in both in English and Tamil. So they are all free. So for practicing purpose, you can use my YouTube link. Link is also in our bio. So okay, so now I'm gonna use this stroke. For that, let me mark again like a circle to get the idea. Okay, imagine this daisy as a clock. Okay, imagine this as a clock. In our clock there are 12 numbers, na? The same way we're gonna paint 12 petals around this center portion. Like I told you, load your brush by rotating it. Okay, simply roll your brush. You can use any two color, one light color and one dark color. Okay, we have loaded this. You can touch a bit of water if needed. I touch a bit of water as this paint looks little dry. So, okay, now touch white with the tip of your brush. So here, imagine this as a clock. Now we gonna paint 12. Decide the size of the petal. Start from there. Like I told you, give maximum pressure and lean it towards the circle which we draw before. And the second one, imagine this as 12. And now we're gonna paint 3, 6, 9. This way we will get a balanced petal. If we simply add petals one by one, it won't look good. So the second one, I mean the place of 3 in our clock. So give maximum pressure and lean it towards the center. While leaning it, I'm simply slightly rotating it, twisting my brush. So one more time. Now at the place of 6. So from here, give maximum pressure and lean it towards the center. Now the fourth one, again loading your brush, load my brush. So touch with white. Now this is a place of 9 in our clock. Give maximum pressure and twist it, lean it towards the center portion. Now we're gonna fill the space like 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11. I go over here. So first place, twisting and lift. I'm loading my brush often, touching white. Okay, the second place, maximum pressure, lean it towards the center and rotating it. One more time over here. Okay, here. If your stroke looks very thin or lean, you can add one more time, one more stroke. And the next one over here, like a thin line. Give maximum pressure and twist it towards the center. Each time I'm loading my brush by rotating and touching white. Same way, give maximum pressure and connect it to the center portion. One more time over here. Just give maximum pressure and lean it towards the center. I'm touching a bit of water. Okay, now here the same way. And one more here, starting from here. Same progress for all the petal. If you do this kind of flower, you will get to know how to control your brush while doing this kind of strokes. So just come down and twist. Okay, now we completed adding 12 petals. What we're gonna do is we're gonna add petal in between 2 petals in our previous layer. The same way, rotate your brush while loading. And instead of simply dragging it, you can just shake your brush while pulling it inside to get the shaking petal, little curved petal. So one more time I'm gonna shake it a bit and connecting it. By practicing, you will definitely get to know how to learn new technique, new style from the old style. Not everything can be shared by everyone. So try to practice the basic strokes which you learn from others, and while learning that you will get to know new strokes, new style. You might get to find your own style. Instead of this red, you can use blue color. So very few left. You can simply let it be, or you can change this daisy into a chrysanthemum. The same step will be followed for most of the flowers. Okay, we completed the base layer. If you do the same progress for the center portion, you will get a beautiful daisy. And if you want to change this one into a chrysanthemum, what we need to do is the same stroke, but we gonna change the size of the stroke. Okay, I'll show you how. I'm loading my brush, loading paint. Okay, loading it by the way I told you, rotating my brush, rolling, and touch white. So over here, I'm gonna add a layer of petals around here. Starting from here, the half of the previous petal, in between that, give maximum pressure and lean it to the center of the circle. I'm touching white, add few petals here and there. So here and there from half of the petal in our previous layer. So more here. Another. This time try to touch more white than touching more red. Just connect to the center portion. And like I told you, just rotate your paper for your comfortness. If needed, load with red and again go with that. Okay, one here and one more here. Okay, now I'm gonna do some small daisy strokes in the center portion. just simply touching white, and it's like a kind of U. So decide the direction of your flower, to which side your flower is facing. So my flower is facing this way. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna start from here and like a C, just connecting it to the center. And this side, this one is right open curve. The same way, left open curve. Give maximum pressure, connect to the center. Now add small daisy strokes. Right side one, left side one. Again this way, left side one, right side one, and the opposite side with white, just few dot kind of thing. That will give you a kind of petals in the opposite side, and few petals over here, some random petals, extra petals like kind of thing, and this side, and one on this side. Okay, we completed our dahlia. Now you might get to know the idea of how to create chrysanthemum or dahlias with simply the basic daisy strokes. And now let me show you some of the leaf strokes, very easy leaf strokes. If you learn these things, you will definitely can do a beautiful floral composition. So I'm loading. I'm gonna use Prussian blue. As I'm painting on a black paper, I prefer using Prussian blue hue and medium yellow. If you are using it on white paper, try to use dark green and yellow. So I'm gonna load my palette, Prussian blue, and this one is simply a card. You can use anything as a palette and it will be easy to dispose, so I'll use this one. And now medium yellow, I wash my round brush. Okay, now I'm gonna use my flat brush. Medium sized filbert brush or flat brush, whatever you have. Okay, load one tip with Prussian blue hue and another tip with medium yellow, lemon yellow, lime yellow, whatever you have, you can use that. Okay, go back and forth until you feel like the smoothness in your brush. So simply load it well. While we use Prussian blue hue, you will get 3 shades like yellow, light green, dark green, and blue shades. So totally 4 shades we will get. Okay, use your pinky as a support. Yellow on top, blue at the bottom. Give a little slopey. Handle your brush little slopey. Okay, not straight, little slopey. Give maximum pressure and reduce the pressure and twist it. Okay, this is very simple, easy leaf stroke. Load one more time. Touch a bit of water if needed. And if you have doubt, you can comment. I'll try to respond you. One more time. So over here. And if you want a glowy feel to your leaf, this is a secret. Not many told you. Just touch a bit of white on the side of medium yellow and load it. Now see the difference, how it looks like. The same stroke. Can you spot the difference between the one which we used without white and the one which we used with white? A little touch of white. You can definitely spot the difference. This will give a kind of little glowing feel and this will be dull. So whenever you use this, try to use this combination as a background leaf and this one as a leaf, highlighted leaf, okay? And the next leaf is a kind of wiggle stroke. Wiggle your brush, use your pinky as a support and handle little slopey. Just shake your brush, go up and come down, go up and come down and lean. Now from top to bottom, yeah, instead of doing this way, you can change your paper upside down. So from here, just wiggle it 1, 2 and connect. See, this is very simple. You will get it by practicing. There are a lot of leaf strokes are there. So this will be another kind. This will give you a kind of bud feel. So yellow on top, use your pinky as a support. Give maximum pressure and lean it. This will be called as daisy stroke, or you can call it as bud stroke, or if you simply use like I'll show you this way. This will be called as comma stroke, as this look like a kind of comma. So yeah, I think I hope you got some idea from this session, at least a bit, and I hope this would be helpful for at least one person. I'll be happy that. And if you follow this technique and you created your own style or own floral composition, feel free to send it to me. I'll be happy to see that, and I will share it in my Instagram or Facebook page. And yeah, if you have doubt, you can ask me here. I will respond you. Explanation is good, Swatika. Thank you. Dhruti, awesome work, ma'am. Thank you so much. And Swatika, work. Thank you. Shall I end this session? Say type comment. Comment okay to end this session. Thank you for your nice explanation. Yeah, you're welcome. It's my pleasure. Swatika, thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna end this session. I had a great time. I really enjoy doing this session. So I'll upload in Facebook. I'll try to upload it. If there is an option to share it in Facebook, I'll share here, or I will try to upload in my YouTube channel. The link will be in our bio, so you can check there. And for more updates, you can check my you can follow my Instagram page, Art by Fatima. And yeah, Happy New Year, guys. I really forgot to wish you. I hope everything will be positive for everyone. Stay home, stay safe, stay happy, and bye bye.